Yes, it's working. I'm on my Twitch channel. That is really cool. Okay, so go to twitch.tv/Sklarkster. Yeah. Now there's going to be a delay because I'm streaming. See, I just waved when you said something. Um, um, oh, cool. Okay, so it's going through. Cool, cool. So I'm using a multi-streaming service. So I'm actually streaming simultaneously to YouTube as well. And I created a YouTube event, a live YouTube event called Clark Bros Minecraft Dungeons. Let's see if this is, oh, and no, in stream, okay. Why is that not showing yet? Normal latency. Okay, yay, sweet. Sweet. It's the first time I got that working. Share. Copy. Alright, what's a good email address? Let's see if that comes up. Oh shit. Okay, Avery's in bed. David, it's not popping up on this email address. David underscore James underscore Clark at Hotmail. Okay, so what I'm going to send you is so you got twitch.tv/Sklarkster, and then you got so check out the YouTube stream that I just sent you. I gotta go upstairs. Shelly just texted me, and I'll come right back down here. But you should actually. I'm gonna wait. I want to see if you can see it. The link that I sent you. Okay, so you can see a video. Yeah. I didn't know if you knew the YouTube link though, because I just sent that on your email. Okay. Alright, I was like, wait a minute, how'd you find me on YouTube already? Okay, alright, give me a second, I'll be right back. dude, I'm back. Yep. It does, but I gotta figure that part out. I have a software application called Open Broadcaster, and I have it configured for webcam, but I have not added the game. Oh, here we go, game capture. I'll do that. What if I do device? What is video capture? Oh, okay, what if I do video capture? Actually, let me do this. Let me launch Dungeons. Game capture. Okay, so let me do OK. Capture full screen application. Okay, not that. Let me try adding a display capture. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube will probably take a second. Oh, that's a great question, brother. I don't know how the sound, I think I might have to add Could you hear me talking on both those? Okay. So how do I get... Oh, audio input capture. Can I get... Okay, so I got mic. Okay. Test, 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 test. Okay, so that is duplicate. Okay. So, say something?
Something.
Yes. Listen to Twitch and see if you come through on Twitch or whatever.
Okay, let me unmute it. Okay, I'm talking. Can,
Yes.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I have made fire. That's awesome. So I added my headset as an additional audio capture source so I can hear. That is fucking awesome. Okay.
Okay, well, I really have to mute this Twitch thing
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. This is my first time doing all this all together like this, so
no, that's cool. I mean, it's cool to figure this stuff out.
that's awesome. So behind the scenes, what I'm doing is I have Open Broadcaster software on my desktop,
Mm-hmm.
and that is capturing the video from my webcam and my main screen, and then the audio from my mic and from my headset, and it's combining that and sending it to a service called Restream.io. So I'm actually streaming to there, and then Restream.io actually sends it to Twitch and to YouTube. So there's going to be a bit of a delay
Mm-hmm.
from me talking to it ultimately getting out there. Um, also, if you're on Twitch, open up a another browser tab and go to twitch.tv/Lakeview Live, LAKEVIEW LIVE.
Okay, you said twitch.tv.
Yep, /Lakeview Live.
No space.
No.
Ooh, a lightning storm.
A lot of times you'll just see the bugs at night, but I set up a outdoor high definition webcam, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm streaming live so you can see the sunrise and sunset and all the boats and stuff during the day.
Well, yeah, there's a pretty impressive lightning storm going on.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should check it out. Bugs too, but a good lightning storm.
What's going on? I'm looking at the weather radar because. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, it's there's a
I
front.
thought
There's a front
I,
coming through.
I thought you were telling me to look at it because of the cool lightning storm, but apparently you didn't know about
Well, no, I had it on in the what? So this is high def. It's 1080p. So I put it on the TV during the day, and so we have the lake here at the house when we're not
it.
up at the lake.
That's funny.
Um,
Do you have the house on at the lake when you're not at the house?
could, but it's boring. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Damn, that's pretty. I need to capture a clip real quick. Hold on. Creator dashboard.
The comment underneath is about Lakeview Live. It says, "We don't know much about them, but we're sure Lakeview Live is great."
Yeah, they do some snarky stuff on there. Let me. I gotta tell Shelly to. Hold on 1 second. Gotta text her. This is how we talk in the house. We just text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wouldn't work here because Robin will send me a text and I'll send something right back 5 seconds later, but then she's already set her phone down and is doing something else.
in as a.
So that live feed, it doesn't have sound, does it? It's just
It
video.
doesn't. No, it could, but I don't have audio hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me typing?
No.
Okay. So Discord is actually blocking my typing, which is cool because that's another annoying thing when you're gaming and somebody just starts chatting on text, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping over to my Twitch dashboard. I want to capture
Hey, speaking of the lake, what are your guys' plans this summer?
really depends on the COVID shit, man.
Yeah.
We've been social distancing as much as possible. But we're starting to buy some fun toys. I just bought a wakeboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're trying to get things set up so we can start having folks over whenever.
Yeah, I was looking at.
I was just gonna say where you guys stay. That room is a mess of life jackets and inflatables, and it's just it's a shit pit right now.
Yeah, I was looking at flights, and like Robin is working, 12, 15 hours a day still. But I don't have a job and don't know when I'm going back. The casino is open, but the poker room is not. Because right now Missouri Gaming Commission is saying that only the dealers can touch the cards and all the cards have to be face up. So that rules out poker right there, where the players can't, take their own cards.
Yeah. So was it like a furlough, or was it like a layoff, or what's the?
So right now I'm on an unpaid furlough.
Okay.
For 4 weeks we were on a paid furlough.
Yeah.
But then now we're on an unpaid furlough. But we like pretty much everybody at the casino got a letter, which is the WARN letter that basically says if a company has to do mass layoffs, they have to notify employees 60 days, and they basically said they're going to probably having to let go 25 to 60% of the employees, and they'd be doing it based on seniority. If they do 25%, I'm probably safe. If they do in the 50% range, then that's like where, like, from my estimate, where I would be.
Gotcha.
But it's not like 25% across the board, across the entire company. It could be 100% of the poker room is in that 25%.
Gotcha.
Because they might just say we're getting rid of the poker room because it doesn't really make that much money for the casino, and if they're not opening it up right now, and who knows when they're going to open it up, they might just say nope. And the one thing that really is making me think that is they fired the vice president of casino ops, who used to be a poker dealer and our poker room manager. And she did everything in her power. Like, she was always helping out poker and, trying to do stuff for us. But now that she's gone, that ain't happening. And they brought in a guy who used to work with us, who's not a big fan of poker.
Gotcha.
So he might just say, yeah, we're just not going to do it anymore.
Interesting.
So I've been out there looking at other things. Mostly thinking I want to get into like construction material sales. Either working at like a window and door companies, selling the windows and doors, basically, giving people quotes and all that kind of stuff, or doing installation and all that stuff.
Right.
My buddy Alan is doing some training right now with a guy he knows that I think this guy was a former poker dealer and has hired poker dealers before because he knows, we're really good with people because we have to deal with such a wide variety of people in stressful situations.
Mm-hmm.
And so Alan got hired on and is doing some training. And if they're currently based in Kansas City, but they're expanding to St. Louis. And so this guy that hired Alan is basically the only guy who has the St. Louis market for their company. And it's basically gutters and gutter systems, like a leaf guard type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that would be another possibility, just going to people's homes and saying, it'll cost this much, and then you get a salary and then and commission and bonuses. But Alan's talking about easily making 70 to 80 grand a year doing it.
Right.
So
that's cool.
Plus it'd be, those kinds of jobs are daytime jobs, sometimes on the weekend, but not all the times.
Yeah, a little more manageable than the late nights.
Yeah, the working overnights, I got used to it after a while, but back now on basically a day schedule for the last 3 months. I'm like, really don't want to go back to the night shift.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I guess the furlough, when did you say you find out?
So they expect if or when they're going to do the layoffs, or how many would be like the first 2 weeks of July.
Okay.
But because I don't have a job and don't know when I would start one or whatever, I'm thinking, hey, got time to take a vacation, and we were talking last year about going down to the lake at some point.
Right.
Looked at flights on Southwest, and they are like super cheap.
Right.
We could do all 4 of us round trip on Southwest. Now we'd be flying into Hobby, and I know Dad doesn't like picking us up at Hobby, but maybe you guys could, or we could just rent a car or whatever. But it was like $630 for 4 of us round trip.
Yeah. Well, from our side, the thing is going to be we've got Mamaw here at the house taking care of the girls. So Shelly and I are going through sort of extreme measures to disinfect when we come in, and just all the shitty stuff. I mean, we're Cloroxing, groceries when you get them delivered on the doorstep, all that kind of crap. So yeah, I think for us it'll be once the case numbers start going down, and we're less worried about Mamaw getting something from us. We're less worried about us. It's just more about her. So
yeah, well, I've been out licking the handrails because I'm like, I just want to get this and get it over with.
right. So anyway, just I don't know if you saw the cases in Texas, the hospitalizations in Houston have been spiking since they did the phase 2 opening up the state. So hospitals and ICUs are starting to fill up here in the medical center based on the stats that the medical center is releasing.
I haven't really been paying attention to it.
Yeah, I tried not to, and then I'm just kind of obsessed with it now because it's a little worrisome.
See, the problem is though, like, I don't know. I see all these people posting the numbers on Facebook and whatever websites, and like for a while, and I haven't checked it in like 2 or 3 weeks, but um, I think it was the CDC had the total deaths at the time at like 35,000,
Hmm.
but the media was reporting 70
Yeah, no, there's
because
all kinds of discrepancies.
the CDC revised what they did, and how they um, classified COVID deaths, and basically the media is reporting all the people who have died that have had COVID, but they died of cancer, but doesn't matter.
Right.
And then all of the confirmed cases. There's 2 or 3 studies out now showing that there it's probably 40 to 50 times um, more cases than what have been confirmed
Hmm.
because of the antibody studies that they're doing on people.
Right.
So, and I think back to November when we were at mom and dad's house, that Aiden just had a cough and a fever that wouldn't go away,
Right.
and took him to urgent care, and he was negative for strep and flu, and it just kept going and going, to dry cough and the fever, and then it took him for, once we got home, he had an X-ray. Oh, he's got pneumonia now. Okay, so he's got this upper respiratory whatever. Gave him the antibiotics, basically a Z-Pack for it, and it goes away.
Right.
And that went on for like 10, 11 days. And then Caitlin got sick with the same thing.
Hmm.
And we nipped that in the bud like in like 5 days. She tested negative for strep and flu, and the doctor was like, okay, I'm just going to give her, we don't need to do x-rays. She probably has pneumonia. She might not, but I'm going to give her this anyway, and it'll make the pneumonia go away, or whatever it is.
Right.
Okay, well then January 1st or 2nd, I start getting sick, coughing, fever, go to urgent care, negative for strep and the flu, and they give me a Z-Pack.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
and I keep thinking, yeah, I should see about doing the testing. They can do a blood draw and test for the antibodies or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
interesting. Yeah, you guys
if you
should get the antibody test for sure.
so if you factor in that there might be 30 to 40 or even more times the cases of coronavirus out there, and then what the actual mortality rate is, not just they died of 5 other things but also had COVID, the people that actually just died of COVID, I mean, it's like super low.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
the pneumonia afterwards and all that.
yeah, and it's the complications, and then the fact that if your local hospital is doesn't have the bed space, then yeah. So I mean, I understand the precautions, and flattening the curve and not overwhelming the system all at once, and basically everybody who's going to get it is going to get it at some point, but we want to lessen the people at the hospital at the same time. I get that, but
Yeah.
I just think people's uh, constantly watching the numbers, and it's like, okay, we don't even know if those numbers mean anything yet,
Right.
or what they mean. So
Yeah, the only really numbers I've paid attention to are the ones the medical center is sending out on ICU bed capacity and all that. I sent you a link on text.
mhm.
I'm not exactly sure how often they update that site, but they did have from as of a couple of days ago. So hey, I was just looking at the game menu here. Shows you as offline.
Thought I was on.
Should be online.
I might have X'd out of it to get to start stuff. I like the music.
Yeah. I do have a early meeting in the morning, but I want to get a little rename in here since this is our first time playing. It's gonna be a totally lame live stream. Me yawning. Okay, so what if we start an online game and then maybe you see if friends. Oh yeah, okay, friends have friends. Right.
Joining up.
Does that work?
Yeah. I don't want.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You can shoot commands.
Yeah, well, how do I get rid of that message your friends prompt? Oh, I just hit T and then escape. No, yeah, I get it. Now it popped up again.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Kick you out, man. Can I see? Can I inspect you? Oh shit. I can't
So
shoot you, so that's cool.
So I'm looking at the map and it's on the adventure for me, and it looks, I mean, it's the map that I've been doing because I've only beat Creeper Woods on this one. But you said you haven't.
Look at Twitch if you still have it up, because I pulled up my map. There's
Okay,
only two. There's only two that I haven't completed. Soggy Swamp with that stupid cauldron, and then I'm about to go into Obsidian Pinnacle.
So like, once I'm in the game, I was having this issue before. So I have it on a borderless full screen right now, and when I go to display and do the display mode of like windowed, it doesn't actually window it for me. It kind of does something and then it goes back to the windowless, you know, the borderless window.
Yeah, it can be funky sometimes like that.
Now if I do it from like the menu screen, it does it.
Do you have the latest NVIDIA drivers installed?
I think I do.
Okay, sometimes that can do it. Okay, well, I'm curious on your map. Yeah, how does that work? So your map, it says you're in adventure mode. Is that the first cycle?
No, that's the second round through.
So it still shows you the second. So I wonder what happens if I pick Soggy Swamp. I'm gonna start mission on Soggy Swamp.
Okay, yeah, I just had a pop-up that said accept or cancel this request. I hate this one, by the way.
So that's how it takes you to... This one got all the way to the end.
A coven of wicked witches live at the heart of the sinister swamp.
Yeah, so there's like
they
a lot
conjure
of...
up all manner of brews to empower the
once you play
Arch-Illager
this
and
for a
his
little bit,
ever-growing
it's like
army.
so many
If you don't
predictable
find and
movements and so
defeat
many like
those
little,
witches, the Illagers
like,
will be
I don't know,
unstoppable.
getting a redstone golem
trick-
like caught up like in a little corner or a little, you know, ledge, and then
Right.
just like sniping them from, you know, with your bow.
Now hold on, what's your 53? Is that power or is that just one number?
I have 53 arrows in my
Oh,
quiver.
okay, that's arrows, okay. What does it show your level?
When I go to my inventory,
Yeah.
my power is 52. Are we fighting stuff?
I mean, they're coming at it.
So, I love my soul arrows. And then I wish there was a way to like
To drop it without drowning.
holster your TNT and use arrows until you
Yeah.
want to use TNT.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's the way to like the end. But if you want to explore the maps and find all the hidden stuff, then
Okay, there's 0 secrets on this map. If you go to the map, oh shit.
head back. I don't know, I just wanted to get rid of that. There were more guys up there.
Just going right for us.
Oh my gosh, come on, Lord.
Step back, Just let me type the whole time. Okay, what's the explosion thing you got?
It's on my axe. There's every so many people that I kill, they explode after they die, and then it causes damage to the other mobs around them.
That's cool.
Ooh, my soul arrows are. You gotta check out these soul arrows. Have you ever used them before?
No, I'm not.
If there's like a whole line of people, it just like sends them all back like in a whole line. And it just keeps hitting them. I like it when they blow up.
When they turn blue, I got a little freeze thing that freezes them.
Yeah. I guess you gotta go up on it too. Okay. Yes. That's my soul arrows. And then the firecracker arrows. I love
Yeah.
those too.
I've got a soul explosion thing. Maybe surround that and locks on.
So did you ever have you ever gotten the llama, like with the wheat?
No. That's not.
So it's like your I don't need the apple if you need it.
Wait, do
It's
we
like
both
your
get
wo-
it? Real quick, is it a one or nothing, or does everybody get everything?
I think whoever picks it up is the one that gets it.
Because I've been getting coins. Like, did you get all those coins?
I got some of them, I think.
Yeah, I think. Well, these coins looks like both people get their share.
There's one more called in over to the left here.
Yeah, I was looking at this back little area.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. That was just the way it was telling us to go.
Yeah, I never go that way. I always go the opposite direction.
The one thing is, like, so I just looked on the map and I can see you moving around on the map. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, I can see that. And I can see your
on-
helmet too, or something.
yeah, on the Xbox, Aiden can overlay the map as like a ghost image and still play the game.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, check out Twitch.
Again, I can't. I have to start. Oh, you're good. I think I have to start the game with it in window mode to be able to go back.
So if you hit the hit your tab key, that's the default for PC video overlay.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So, what kind of bow are you using?
This is one of mine. It's level 29. I have a level 36 bow, but I keep using this one. Here, I'll hit. Well, you can't see Twitch, but it's a unique guardian bow, and it's got supercharged arrows, and then an enchanted with chain reaction that shoots like 5 arrows in multiple directions every other hit.
Yeah, I had a unique harp scatter bow, and yeah, it was one of those level 29s that it was a level 29, and I had like level 36 and 40 stuff. But yeah, I kept using that one because it was such a nice bow. And then finally, when I got like a level 50 bow, I just switched to that. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So, like,
supercharge works really well.
Right now, I have a 58 longbow that has the range damage is 178 to 535.
Crap.
Yeah.
And then you got a pickaxe.
I love the pickaxe. I've had so many cool ones, and that's like the thing is, I don't know if I should like keep a lot of the unique ones and only enchant with like 1 or 2, like 1 levels each and keep them, or just I hate the fact that you have to completely salvage it to get the enchantments back and lose that weapon. You know?
Yeah. Well, in a lot of the games, usually it's enchanted.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, so that is cool. I don't need that robe if you want it.
No, I got it. See, I got the rug. I already got the rug.
Oh, okay, so it's floating there for me too, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. I think the loot is dual loot.
Oh, okay. I mean, whatever. Well, level 30. Jeez. I guess I can give it to my duck. Maybe he'll wear it. And as far as I can tell, the duck doesn't do anything.
Oh, it's
Not-
a pet.
Yeah.
I've got a dog.
Yep.
He fights.
Well, the duck comes with the hero edition. You should have a duck.
Yeah, I got a dog.
I had a dog too. But yeah, the llama.
Sorry. Sorry.
The llama, he spits at people. It's so funny.
Oh, that's cool.
But he does take damage. He'll go away after a while, but you can resummon him.
Where did you get him from?
I think he's on the wheat artifact. Like the bundle of wheat. Yeah. Wonderful wheat summons a llama to aid you.
Okay.
Here, let's, Llama. You see my llama? I got a llama.
Hey, llama. Okay, so he goes around like a... So does he spit and that damages people?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's not very aggressive. So he won't like run after people like out front. Like I don't know if you've ever had the Spelunker armor and had a bat.
Oh, I've seen it, but I haven't ever worn it.
Yeah, I like the Spelunker armor, it's really good. But the bat, he will fly out ahead and just start nipping at people. And he doesn't take any damage. He keeps going and going and going. So you could just like sit back for a while and let him take out some people.
Let him do some shiz. Oh, god dang it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Hit the steps and bounce back. That's not my intention. So again, Mike playing this?
Oh yeah, he's totally liking it.
Well, Diablo... Played it before, but it's like this, but like 20 cards.
I played it in college when it first came out.
Right. Yeah,
Like-
it's got me.
There were 2 or 3 of us in Aston that were playing together.
Yeah. It's I played pretty much everything that came out. God, I can't move the screen I want.
You wanna- Try it.
Die.
I forgot I didn't have my soul stuff.
Chest. Yeah, we did that one just with Minecraft with Blue Buddy. He could be famous because he's on Twitch.
Alright. I just love those soul arrows. They're so cool. And it's like especially cool because a lot of times it'll be a multi-shot soul arrows.
Yeah.
So when you get into a spot like this, okay, TNT, don't, sorry. It'll just wave out and just push people back. It's got a lot of pushback. Oh, so like when you're... Oh, okay. See, I've never really... Oh, for fighting,
Yeah, it keeps you from
I was always
running
wondering.
into folks and keep them away. You know? back for water?
Well, usually there's like a supply chest over at these camps, but I don't see one.
Die, kid.
What?
I got hit by a spider. I was so stupid because it was so easy to avoid.
Yeah.
I guess it dies. Oh shit. Hey, did you get 2 sets of arrows?
I don't know. I got one set at least. Oh, that's it.
So there's a chest in there.
Ooh, it's a rare 34. Getting up there. Did you just level up? Yeah. Mazel tov!
My super explosion. Yeah. I collect souls.
Oh yeah, the harvester. Hey, I leveled up.
Oh wait,
Well.
shit, we missed the chest. We missed the chest. Oh, is it the chest you have to roll to? There's a chest over here you have to roll to. I've died like 100 times getting this effort.
It just has points. Somebody's in that.
I always forget. Do you know that you press spacebar against the roll thing?
Yeah.
Some things I learned later.
Yeah, I mean, I learned the spacebar thing like day one. But yeah, the shift thing, that's nice.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
Yeah, so is this pickaxe button.
Yeah.
So the best thing I found
Yeah.
is to like you flank it or flank one side or the other, and use your ranged attacks to just shoot into the cauldron. Because like those little, when you're doing it by yourself, those little purple cubey things, like they never come up above this ridge.
Yeah.
So like you can come over and stand like right over here, right on the edge of where you can see them.
Yeah.
Smash the first couple of guys and then just keep lobbing shots into them. So
Yeah, I only did this one once, and I was like,
So,
figure it out at
do you-
some point.
Do you even know like who the last boss is on the Obsidian?
The Arch-Illager's potion supply is no more, and it'll be a long
So
time before
you
the
start
witches
fighting
recover
the
from this blow.
Arch-Illager,
Well
and
done.
then he turns into the Heart of Ender. So he's like this huge, gigantic Enderman who's like shooting out these rotating beams and conjuring other Enderman blob-looking things and conjuring all these mobs and shooting out. It's kind of crazy. So I figured out the best way to do it is if you have a shield of something that gives you like 6 or 7 seconds worth of protection
Right.
from projectiles. You can sit there and then just basically lob in. You want to save as many arrows as you can and firework shots and just lob those in, you know, and then
Gotcha.
when your shield is done, you got to duck and dodge a little bit. Also helpful to have like armor or something enchanted with like the artifact cooldown that you know, increases the rate that you can use your artifacts.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's good playing with you, bro.
Yeah, that was fun.
Unfortunately called a night, but we got to do this again.
Yeah, it was fun.
Now you've been officially live streaming
No.
on Twitch and YouTube, so you're famous.
Woohoo! Now my other question was, Aiden had this question earlier. He's like, he's ready for crossplay to happen, and you know, I don't know when that is actually going to happen, but he's like, man, I really wish we could trade items.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you know, or we can look real quick, like if there's a way to do that. Like, you know, Minecraft, you drop it, I drop it, and you pick it up. So I was kind of thinking, hey, maybe it'll be like that, but I don't see anything.
Huh. Let me controls.
Well, so like under the T prompt, when that brings up, there's a, like, if you hit Y, that's saying need arrows. So like, does that mean don't pick those up, or does that mean give me some arrows?
I just figured out where to get my hero cape and baby chicken.
Oh yeah, from cosmetics. Yeah, the other thing, like in the camp, if you walk all the way around the camp, there's chests around that have emeralds in them. Maybe I can do that.
I've seen some down here right up. So yeah,
How do you what?
I was looking to see if there's a way to trade. Let's see, Minecraft dungeons. How to trade items? Yeah, how to trade with friends.
Well, according to Google, it does not have any form of trading. Items cannot be dropped either.
Yeah, I just got the first one on Games Radar.
The other thing, I don't know if you noticed, like the if you go into your house, is there a house here?
There's something I went around once a while back.
Yeah. So if you go into your house
Oh,
and you go upstairs, this is mostly empty,
right.
but as you complete the maps, like there's that armor stand and that creeper, like for the creeper forest, and the toxic sign for the swamp village or whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you get little trophies in your room.
That's cool.
And then I don't know if you saw the redstone golem head above the fireplace.
Let's go. Yeah, it's a fun
And again,
game.
I don't know if that was there from the beginning or that happened like after the first time I killed a golem. But
Man, that's a great question. I don't know if I knew that was there the first time. Cool. Well, for what it's worth, this live stream, I think I set the DVR setting on YouTube, so we'll probably upload this on YouTube.
okay, so I could look it up tomorrow to show Aiden.
Yeah. And I sent you the YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. I have the enabled DVR set, so I would imagine at some point it'll show up in my list there. I've got a couple of my space game video guys. Damn, we live streamed for over an hour. It's been an hour 7 minutes. Oh shit, I forgot to... Okay, they still got a pretty good light show going on my other Twitch channel here. Too many things streaming right now.
All right.
Oh, one thing, so I'll try with Abby, I'll actually try it here. So, I have my own paid Zoom account,
Mm-hmm.
and what I think I can do is create another window on my live stream that is like the Zoom gallery of videos, you know?
Okay.
So like if you if you wanted to join Zoom, my Zoom, you could actually have your face on my Twitch stream. Right?
Okay.
So we're gonna have to do that next time.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh, the lightning storm's picking up. It's really cool to watch the super high wind storms come in and start blowing the crap out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So how do I'm gonna stop my stream.